Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from InKar IAS Academy. Today we are going to see about 23rd November current affairs. Democratizing AI needs a radically different approach. This topic is comes under the GS3 Science and Technology, that is development and their application for the everyday lives. Now, that not aiming to compete, that replicate the big data model is essential. It should even took the championing of small AI, that is the growing power and influencing the big tech companies, that is in concern of the policymakers worldwide to break big tech hold over the artificial intelligence ecosystem and democratize AI development. India, like many other countries, in investing a sovereign cloud infrastructure, creating an open data platform, and also supporting the local startups. That is, however, these efforts are unlikely to be enough and may even deepen the big tech dominance. So, in this, we have uh, so much of challenging we need to face. That is the introduction of big tech, that is a growing concern. That is, it is influence on AI raising significant concern among the stakeholders, and also there is a sovereign India investments strategy focus for developing a sovereign cloud infrastructure and also enhance the technologically independence. And also there is a need for the startup. There is a critical need to support local startup to foster the grassroots innovation and also the economic growth of the people. So we have so much of challenges in the big tech dominance. That is the first of all enormous computational cost. That is a cost of the computation. Building a deep learning models make it nearly impossible for the smaller player to compete. So there is a deep learning is required to generalize the capabilities of the people. So it but this is precisely also what makes the computationally expensive. And also there is a, it's a very example, that is a Gemini Ultra was the most costliest and also costing about $200 million to train the people. And also we depends on the big technology to make it affordable. At any new entrant would necessarily be big tech companies to compute credits. And also there is a big tech strategy in advantages, that is the cost also incentivize big tech companies to keep advocating for keep planning. And also there is a future pushing out larger and larger model. It locks the position as the dominant actors and also provide the primary revenue stream through which they can recover their costs. There is a many policy proposals that democratic the AI, but it's also having some challenges. That public compute infrastructure, some recent policy proposal suggests that there is a investing in public compute infrastructure and also developing that model, taking a leaf out of India's digital public infrastructural model. And also there is a competitiveness in the infrastructure. That is it is not enough just to provide alternate infrastructure. The infrastructure also has a competitive with the big tech offerings. And also there is a need of big tech developers tools. That is big tech companies offer a wide range of developer tools which makes the workflow easier and more efficient. And these tools are optimized of their cloud infrastructure. There's a cloud infrastructure and algorithmic models. Along with these, the access to cloud infrastructure, they gave companies access the latest algorithm models and tasks such as video image making analysis fast, and also the uh, image making technology very much easier, along with the tools to simplify the data preparation and also the labeling of the data. And also there is a end-to-end service offering, that big tech service, that is make developer cheaper and easier and also drives up to the cost of switching to the another providers. There are many more data more and there are many big data monopolies. That is the big data monopolies are is even harder to contend, and these companies across a continuous data stream across the various domains and also the social interactions and also geographies. And there is a sophisticated data intelligence also required. That is, the data intelligence is likely be more sophisticated than other players can achieve, giving them a substantial competitive edges. And also there is a smaller companies end games also there. That is unsurprisingly many smaller AI companies find their end game to sell the big tech, further enhancing the cycle of dominance and also the limitation of public data initiatives, such as while the initiatives democratize data access and create a more equitable playing field, they often fall very short. And also the commercial capture to open the data, that is the open data initiative, are prone to commercial capture. And also where there is a better resourced actors here, big tech, which is advanced computational infrastructure and data intelligence, and are positioned to get best leverage these open data architecture. There is need a shift in AI research landscape. That is a dominance in the big scope. That is there is a commercial films also dominance. The shift towards the deep learning is the most popular from the AI also mean the commercial films participating big tech now dominate AI. And also academia that has a diminishing role, and also big influence in the AI research, that industry players, that is now have more academic publishing and citation are shaping the direction of the AI research. There is many more prioritization of these changes. That is there is a rejection in the big tech model, and also there is a we need a radically different approach. That is all development to complete with the replicate of big data model, but changes and rules games altogether. There is a problem with the current model. That is, as long as or we looked into a big data, the larger is better imagination of AI, we will also chipping away of an exploitative model on commercial surveillance or even a wasting of precious public resources. So there is a theory of change in the foundation of the AI development. That is a model of AI development whose starting point in a theory of change, that is understanding a causal mechanism through which various factors link together and developing the hypothesis, so much of hypothesis. And also there is a potential intervention may contribute to change. There is a role of explained expertise and also lived expertise in this model. There is a domain expertise and the lived experience guide AI development rather than statistical pattern of the big data. There is a purpose of the purpose driven and smaller models. That is a knowledge and experience are harnessed to develop the theories to change the build the purpose driven or smaller model, the reflect framework for the progressive change. And also there is need so much of data collection. We targeted the data collections curated to test further to refine the theory for the change. So finally, benefit of the small A is not a simple thing. It's a democratic and effective AI, all championing small AI firmly. Anarched, that is a theory of change. We can carve out a space of AI development that is inherently more democratic and also in effective manner. So many historical precedents of these theory driven models. That is a advancement in other fields, historical significant advancement in medicine, aviation, weather forecasting, typical relied on the theory driven model, where hypothesis testing and also the scientific rigor in fields such as biology, physics, chemistry were prioritized over these sheer volumes of data. And also we forgetting the past lesson about this obsession with bigger is better, that we seem to have forgotten the entirely. We conclude we need to change course. directly and urgently, and we cannot do that as long as we keep viewing big data and deep learning the holy grail. And on the current path, we only increase our dependence on big tech. And also recently signed global development compact is a missed opportunity to rethink the current paradigm shift, and also where it makes the right noises about democratic AI, it ultimately falls back into that same trap to assuming that it could be the countries build large enough data sets or given access to computational power, we will magically be able to achieve the sustainable development goal to address these big tech monopolies. Thank you so much.